This is my practice speech for Intro to Communications. For 6 years, I've been in cross country. This year was my last year, my senior year, and I've had so many good times and memories. And it's truly made me into the person that I am today. And in my speech today, I'm going to tell you how my team changed me and how being on a team can help you and change yourself. I guess first off, I'd like to talk about how good my experience was on the cross-country team. I started in middle school in 7th grade, and it was a pretty small team, but we all became really close-knit. But I made such a transformation. I used to start out my races, my junior high races, walking the whole thing. I couldn't even run a mile, and by my senior year, I was number 1 on the team, and I had been on the all-conference team several times. So it became a huge part of my life. In the summertime, I would run up to 40 miles a week, but it became something that I really loved. My team has provided me with so much support and fun and good times, but they're also definitely like a second family to me. I consider a lot of people on that team my best friends. But this just isn't me, it does this for others as well. I did a little research, and according to cwu.edu, female high school athletes are 92% less likely to be involved in drugs, 80% less likely to get pregnant, and 3 times more likely to graduate than non-athletes. Also, there's tons of health benefits on being a sports team. I mean, if you're exercising, that cuts your risk of obesity, heart disease, and overall, it's just good for you. And I think those statistics speak for themselves. But none of this surprises me at all. I see it every day when I go to practice. When you have a support system like that, like a close-knit team, it helps everything. I used to have a lot of close friends that they started out in sports in middle school, but they eventually quit when they got into high school, and most of them got really into drugs and alcohol and activities that weren't really good for them. I think being on a sports team, it gives you something to do every day after school, so you don't really get into trouble. I mean, that's how it was for me. I spend hours every day after school because I play 3 sports a year. And so after school, I would get together with my team, and we would work out as hard as we could together just for hours, and you're not even thinking about what you're missing out when it comes to partying. And I never considered it using drugs and alcohol recreationally when I was in high school, because I knew that if I got caught, I would be letting my team down and my coaches down, and that was just something that I couldn't even bear to think about. Another thing is it really teaches you commitment. Being on a team isn't always easy because you don't want to work out every day, but you're committed, so you do it. One example that I would cite is this year was my last homecoming. I'm a senior, and we had this really big meet in Duluth, and I live about 2 hours away. So my coaches, I could have backed out and not gone because I knew that if I ran this race, I wouldn't get back in time for the dance. I'd be late and I wouldn't have any time to get ready, but I still did it because I knew that it was important to my team and it was important to myself. And even though I had a terrible race and I was late to the dance, I'm still really glad I did it. When you pick something like that for yourself, you love it, and that's such a great thing to be able to cherish in your life. Another thing that I really think is a great benefit of being on the team is having a coach, because if you have a good one, they can be amazing role models. My coaches have been incredible inspirations in my life. I can't imagine my world without them. I could talk to them about anything, and they give me advice about running, but they also give me advice about what to do with life, and I talk to them about really important decisions, and they help keep the team together. All in all, I'm going to miss cross country a lot, and I'll miss my team and all the friends that I've made, but I'm also really excited to move on with my life. And I know that I'll be running forever, as long as I can. And I have my team to thank for that because I wouldn't have gotten into it without them. So I hope that running and my team, what it did for me, all these amazing opportunities that it provided me with, that it can do that for others as well.